Okay, this video is for 1997 to 1998 540 with the M62 non-vanos. This is to change your alternator. First step is removing your fan clutch. You need this set of tools to do the job. You hold the bolts on the water pump with these two right here. Those two bolts. Then you're going to turn it reverse thread. You're going to turn it to the right hand side to loosen up the fan clutch. I've already done that. Okay, now I'm just going to start it up and show you what issue I'm running through. So the engine runs, battery light is on. So we got 11.8, 11.7. So we should be above 13.5. So this pretty much confirms that my alternator is not doing nothing. The vehicle's running solely on the battery. Okay, next thing you want to do is disconnect your negative terminal so you don't hurt nothing or hurt yourself, hurt the car, short something out. Remove the negative cable. Okay, the next step would be to remove your skid plate. All you need is a Phillips bit on your drill or a Phillips screwdriver. You remove those bolts to get access to the underside of the vehicle. The next thing you're going to want to do is remove the belt. You don't have to take it all the way off, you just need to take it off the alternator pulley. But I believe that we need to take the whole tensioner off also so you can pull the alternator out. So it's those bolts right there. So this bolt right here is 13 millimeters. You're going to want to use a nice size ratchet because it is pretty tight, so you get some leverage on it. We're going to loosen that up. I'm just knocking my camera over. Sorry about that. So that one's that. That's a 13 mil, like I said. Next, you're going to want to loosen this one down here. That might be the same size. Bigger. I think that's 13 also. Remember to draw this down the belt diagram so you know the way it comes on. It goes around the water pump, around this pulley right here, which is like an idler pulley, around the crankshaft, around the power steering pump, around the alternator, and under the tensioner. So now with those loose, you can now remove them. Good job, bro. Sorry about that. I don't have a cameraman or a camerawoman, so you can take the belt off now. I'm just going to take it all the way off. I don't want it to get in the way. This belt looks good still, so I'm probably not going to replace it. Now I believe you're going to have to remove the whole tensioner. So you're going to have to take these bolts all the way out. You can just caps on the front of these pulleys. You have to pop those caps off. And I believe it's a Torx. No, you just have to remove this one. So pop this cap off. Be right back. Struggle bus. There you go. Well, that looks like it's fucking not in good shape. Whoever had this car before me did a number on that bolt, looks like. Get you up in there, let you look at it. Oh no, it's in good shape. So it's a Torx bolt, like a T40, I believe. 1 second. So this bolt is a T50, size T50. $250, so you're gonna get that on there. You're gonna be very careful, make sure you get it seated properly. Because you don't want to strip it out. So it's in there all the way. I need to hold it with one hand. Oh, let's see what I'm doing. Sorry about that. So it's all the way in there. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to there's enough space. Pull that out. Now you can remove these bolts all the way. Whole tensioner assemblies off now. So now you're going to go onto these mounting bolts. There's going to be one at the bottom, one down here at 6 o'clock, one at like 9 o'clock, and one at like 11. Forgot to mention you're going to want to remove your valve cover, the beauty cover for the valve cover, because this wire runs down here. We're probably going to have to pull those 2 Torx bolts off also, just to give us more room when we pull it off to disconnect the connector on the back. So there's 3 13mm head bolts. 1, 2, 3. I already said that before. I'm going to go ahead and break those loose now. Find where I put my ratchet. Here it is. All the broken loose. take you underneath the car and show you the bottom one. It's the bottom one's right there. Saw it move a little. I'll go back up top. Try to keep track of where these go. I'm not sure if they're different lengths or not. This is by far the hardest part of the job. It's getting the nut off the back where the power cables come from the starter and the battery. So that's a 13 mil also. I would say like a 14-inch ratchet with a long 13 mil socket. You can wiggle it in there and you get that loose. Have some patience though, because I did get annoyed doing this. Okay guys, the last step, once you get that bolt off the back, is disconnecting this. It goes on top of that connector right there. You're gonna push down this tab and pull back. Now I gotta figure a way to get this out. Yeah, I don't know if I'm about to remove the shroud or this upper radiator hose is the easiest. Okay, so my final step was I removed this fan or whatever this is to catch this air. It's three 8mm head bolts. You take this part off, you can get it out to the bottom through that gap right there. And that's how you take the alternator off air-cooled E39 540 M62 non-vanos. Part 2 will be putting it back in, but it's the reverse of the installation.